how do you stay focused when you can't turn off notifications? So the person is aware that we highly recommend, disabling notifications and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I understand what they're saying. Like some jobs, for example, I was on call 24/7 when I was in my previous job, right?
Yeah.
Like I couldn't afford to have notifications turned off. And if you did, you got in trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that sort of worst case scenario for this person.
Yeah. So what I would say first there is customize your notifications, because I think many people, like I'm an extreme notification minimalist in that I really just don't get notifications unless, like, I basically get notifications for calendar events. That's it, right?
Nice.
And so that's the stuff that I put in my calendar where I'm like, hey, remind me of this. That's what I get notified of. But I don't get notified when someone sends me a message or email or anything like that, right? But I'm aware that not everyone can take it this far.
Right.
So I think what most people need to do is customize your notifications. So it's not just on or off. It is very specifically, and you can do this in most apps, right? Or at least this is what you should look for, is where you can say, okay, notify me when this person sends me a message, but not every time someone sends me a message on this app, right? If you can't make it that app specific, then find workarounds, right? You can basically tell people, listen, I don't know, maybe you have WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal, Messenger, and you're like, listen, for these 3 people, if you have something that's an emergency, send me a message on Signal. I'll get notified there. Send me a message on WhatsApp. I'm going to see it in the evening, right?
Right.
That kind of thing, right? So basically think about, how do you make it a not just all or nothing situation? How can you customize it so you only get notified of the truly important stuff and nothing else? And this is luckily getting easier and easier, because many apps will have specific notification settings where you can say, notify me only if these contacts send me a message. And also you have like these focus modes, like, on iPhone, you have, I think it's called focus mode.
Yeah, that's what it's called, yeah.
You can customize that as well. You can say, if I'm in whatever work mode, mute these notifications, but show me those notifications. So it's becoming easier. You'll have to take the time. It might take like half an hour to do all this customization, but that's worth it.
Yeah.
So you basically, what I'm saying is minimize the problem, right? So that, you get notifications, but you only get the absolutely necessary ones.
Right. And another thing I want to point out, like some of the advice that we have, right? It is the ideal case scenario. But if the ideal case scenario is not possible, you can also look at, okay, how much of this can I implement? Which is basically what you just said right now, right? Okay.